Desert Island Discs on 91.3 Capital FM.
91.3 Capital FM, Desert Island Discs it is on this wonderful Sunday evening. I have with me the first female Rotary District Governor in Uganda over the last 60 years, or perhaps never at all. She has a head that is well decorated with academic accolades. Her hands are filled with lots of work, and her back is heavy with responsibility. Good evening. Welcome to the program, Rossetti Nabbumba.
Thank you very much, Simon.
Yes.
I'm glad to meet you this evening.
Tell us more about your role.
Well, my role, I started on 1st July 2020 to serve as the District Governor of District 9211, and that is composed of Uganda and Tanzania. All Rotarians, Rotaractors, Interactors, and all our partners can be found in that district. And we are a very good network of friends and neighbors. And our role is really to give guidance, to inspire the Rotarians and all our partners to give service to humanity. And when we are doing that, we are servants. And whatever we are doing is something similar to what churchmen and women do, because we look out for the concerns within our communities in areas such as water and sanitation and hygiene, literacy, making sure there is peace in our community. Women were not allowed into Rotary until as far back as 1989. But whereas Rotary International started way back in 115 years ago, in 1905, women were not allowed to be members until much later. Whereas Rotary came more than 60 years ago in Uganda, women by then were not part of the movement. It's quite some hard work of making sure that you are on the job. You understand Rotary, and you like to do service. You have a personality that touches people, works with people, loves people, because people look for those who will look out for them and care for them and care about the community. And that's what Rotary is all about. What else can I say? Being a Christian, I value integrity. And integrity is one of our core values. I like fellowship. Embedded in me are those core values that people are looking for a leader. And I think when they are selecting, they were not selecting essentially that we are picking a woman, but they were selecting a competent leader. I just happen to be a woman.
Wow, I love that. That is an incredible feat. And so we'll pause it over there in as far as your role, brand new in the Rotary Club as a district governor, only assumed the reins of leadership a few days ago. And I will look at you. Who are you, Rosette? Where were you born? When were you born? To whom were you born?
I was born 52 years now.
You don't look a day older than 40.
No, just being kind, but I like the finer side of life. I look after myself very well.
There is a lot to show for it.
Yes, and I'm a happy person. When you are happy, you stay younger. You remember that man who was saying that he washes his face so many times.
Is that the Honorable Peter Semati?
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, definitely you have to wash your face and apply the toner, the cleanser, and the right makeup to stay young.
Wow.
Yes. So I was born in Kawanda.
Just here, Kawanda. Here.
Kawanda, I'm a city girl.
Wow.
Yes. I was born in Kawanda on 6th January 1968 to Mr. and Mrs. Nswemu. My mother was Gertrude Nswemu and my father was Christopher Nswemu. Both have passed away over time. But by the time I was born, they were living a simple life. But then they made money. My father enjoyed trading in ivory at that time.
Then it was legal?
I can't ask him.
Or you don't know whether it was legal
I
or
don't
illegal?
know. But he managed and became rich. And I lived a privileged life,
Wow.
I should say, up to a certain point. A privileged life where if I'm at school, when I come out of school, I find two cars waiting for me.
Wow.
And I choose the one I will go with, whether for my father or my mother. And life went on until we had these wars.
One had to carry you, the other your luggage.
Yeah, they come chasing each other. They loved themselves so much. That love really made me what I am. They loved us.
Take us into this Nswemu household before we play our first song, because on this program we play our music.
Yes.
Were you an only child? Are you a firstborn?
No.
First girl?
No.
Tell us about your siblings.
Yes. My father had other wives. There were about 4 or 5 more, and each of these had children who were older than me. But my mother was the wedded woman. She was a very beautiful woman. Very beautiful. We were 5 of us.
Do you blame him for having the others also?
No, I don't blame him. I
mean, your mother did not have the capacity to consume all the wealth from that ivory trade. He need to share it with many others.
No, my siblings also enjoyed part of it. So we were 5 from my mother, and I'm the eldest daughter.
You must have been the apple of his eye.
Yes, and I have a brother by the names of Geoffrey Mpanga, who is now working in UNRWA, and then followed by Darlington Senelga, who is in private sector and also works with the Uganda Evaluation Association.
Wow.
Followed by Wabala Christopher, is in private business and also does tour and travel. And lastly, Gertrude Nalubinga, who is in Yukobak. So all of us are well employed.
The guy that's doing tour and travel, I'm sure when he takes his guests around see elephants, a bit of nostalgia comes to him,
Yes.
considering he was raised on ivory money.
No, he never saw it. He didn't see it. By the time he came, the money was finished.
Oh, dear.
You know that money which people get, and our parents used to keep money in the ceiling. They were not saving. They were not investing. So after some time, the money fizzed out. And I also saw the other side of poverty.
Oh dear. At this point, let's play your first song.
I would like us to play the song of Omuzadde Katonda wa wano Kunsi by Kyagulanyi, because my history is rooted in good parenthood.
Let's play this song. We'll be right back. It's Desert Island Discs.
Desert Island Discs on 91.3 Capital FM.
Esala zo benda kuje byatuka yasiba yasumulula byonna tomuzanyisa nawe ow'ekitalo ye yateesobeewo muwe ekitiibwa yatuya naggwe n'akufuula omuntu ti omuzadde webankireeyo mu bataakulaba gwe wali omuto.
91.3 Capital FM Desert Island Disc Series. We have with us newly inducted District Governor, first female District Governor in the Rotary Club of Uganda.
I belong to Rotary Club of Mukono. A Rotarian must belong somewhere.
Have a home.
A home. And my home is Rotary Club of Mukono, which I'm so proud of because it groomed me. Then Rotary Club of Mukono is a member of District 9211, which has over 175 clubs. Yes.
Wow, this is incredible. Mukono. So here you are. Lived very well, especially in the formative years of your life. Just take us through the schools you were able to attend. Madam City Girl, born just here in Kawanda.
I started schooling Muslim Girls Primary School, just there near Aga Khan, around there, just in town. And I used to go for lunch and come back. I had my lunches at home. They would pick me, take
From
me.
Kawanda?
Yes,
So
I
here
told
all
you those
Kampala.
guys were so nice.
There was no traffic there.
No traffic. They go chasing each other in the latest models of vehicles. After that, I went to Nalinyalwantale Girls School, and that's a
on
boarding
Bombo
school.
Road.
Yes. To finish my primary 6 and primary 7, and my mother had a way to come and check on me all the time, even when she was not supposed to check on me.
Why then had she sent you off to boarding school?
Because at that time they enjoyed traveling. Despite the fact that we were not exceedingly learned, they would go to Sweden, they go to USA, they go everywhere. And so they didn't have minders, and they said, this is the time, take these children to boarding. And also that's why she did her own schooling. She wanted me to have the
nurtured
same.
and groomed the
Yes,
same
in the
way
same
she was.
schooling. After that, I went to Trinity College Nabbumba, that great school. It was a great school from S1 to S6.
Wow.
Yes, and I had a great time there because at the time we were groomed to be academicians, but also to be good marriage material.
Wow, that's very interesting. Balancing the two and keeping
yes,
in tradition, but
yes.
also taught to be good Christians.
Yes, and that's true. And then I went to Mackay University.
You're
and-
taking us very quickly.
Yes.
At Nabbumba.
Yes.
What did you want to be?
I was one of those clever girls, very, very brilliant girls. And initially I thought I wanted to be a doctor. I admired them, the way they dressed. I tried very hard to do my sciences so that I qualify. That's why I did at A-level physics, chemistry, and biology, as well as mathematics. But I missed by a certain few points, and I was given agriculture. And in my career, I was so sad. But I can tell you, I don't know why was I sad. It's the best course I could have had. It's the best career I've had all my life.
When I missed human medicine, by a point also.
You
I
did?
think at one point I contemplated suicide.
Oh,
But maybe I'm glad I'm not a medical doctor.
yeah, I think so. I think you seem to be enjoying what you're doing here.
And just for the record, those of you listening in, Rosette happens to be the Deputy Head, Budget Monitoring and Accountability Unit in the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development.
Yes.
So it's not that you're just the District Governor for the Rotary Club.
No.
You are into well-groomed and well-fixed into very, very, very profitable employment.
Very profitable because I actually do monitoring of the agriculture sector for the Ministry of Finance for the entire country.
And knowing that the country's backbone is in agriculture.
Yeah,
Clearly.
I'm glad. I'm so happy about where I am. I did quite a lot of, I was always in the competitions for dancing.
Wow.
And I enjoy dancing. It's still,
What other extracurricular activities do you do? Were you into some other sport?
well, I walk when I can and when I have time. I like going to see movies when they're airing. And I also like to sing. I used to sing in the church choir, Ebenezer Church of Uganda in Kawempe. I also read novels since I was a child, and especially novels of romance, Daniel Steele,
Mills and
Bones. All those I've read. If you look, I have a whole load of them. I've been giving them out to others who want to read them.
I hope they return them.
No. I don't ask them to return because I have a heart that gives. When I give you, I've given you. I don't ask you to pay back. So I just give them because I know the God we believe will bring more.
Interesting, Rossetti.
Yeah.
We play our music like I told you, so it's just about time we play our next song.
Maybe we could play. Can you pick for me a dancing tune of the 1980s?
Mm-hmm. Which one now?
Like Mike Jackson, when we used to do break dance. My goodness, we almost broke our legs.
Which part? We'll be right back. It's Desert Island Discs. Surprise dance move. Let me see what Rosette still has in as far as her bones are concerned.
Desert Island Discs on 91.3 Capital FM.
Spend my life being a color.
Tell me you agree with me when I saw you kicking dirt in my eye. You're thinking about my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white. I said you're thinking about my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white. I said you're thinking about my brother. It don't matter if you're black or white.
One 1.3 Capital FM, Desert Island Discs. I am sure many of you are punching away if you really danced along with this tune from Michael Jackson, as selected by myself for Rosette, who wanted to reminisce over her good old days of the 80s during her dance moves. Rosette, I am glad that no one has accused you of having two left feet. Many people are not as gifted as you are when it comes to dancing. And so, when you get to university, with your course already mapped out for your agriculture, was you able to make any time to go dancing?
Yeah, while I was at the university, not only dancing, I was in CCE hall.
Complex.
And complex was the only hall which was mixed, the crocodiles.
Yes.
It was the only mixed hall where you had both genders.
Wow.
So while I was there, in my very first year, I met a man. So it wasn't only reading books, but I met someone who in time became my husband.
Incredible.
So you can imagine entering university,
And you
young
meet this-
girl, you want to dance, you want to excel in books, but there's this young man who's also disturbing you. And
You call it disturbing now, but by then I think it was really complimentary
Yes.
and necessary disruption.
So I met Bob Kalmula Nayega, a very handsome man. Unfortunately, he has passed away due to an accident in 2004. But we had a good time. And at that time when I met him, while we were in school, he was having the same room as Mr. Ofono Pondo.
Oh, really? Quite interesting.
And if I can tell you this small story that I thought Bob, I was all he needed. But then one morning I woke up to go to check on him and see Bob. In CCE, we're all in. I was on the lower floor and he was sleeping on the upper floor. So I went sneaking from the first floor to the third floor to surprise my Bob. When I opened the door, guess what? Bob and Ofono both had girls. Yeah, so I was so surprised, annoyed, jealous and everything, but I walked away.
Clearly the girls had spent the night.
Yes, a very, very annoying situation. I know. I don't know what others do, but I walked away and I spent months not talking to Bob. Trust me, we came back much later because love is strong.
Now let me first get this right. I like gossiping a little bit. Bob must have been a man of incredible character. That your girlfriend is in the lower floor and you have the nerve to bring a girl on the upper floor and not remember to close the door.
Well, that's how men are. We have to forgive them. I forgave Bob, and I hope women who are listening to me, when you have someone you love, and once in a while they stray, you forgive them.
Rosette, the men listening on this program,
Yeah.
before you know it, they will crown you king. This is not just wise counsel, but the stuff that people have always wanted to hear from a woman.
Yeah, you forgive them. It's not to say that I want the men to stray, but the Bible does show that they may stray, and therefore, if they do, forgive them. Go back to why you met in the first place. And that's what we did with Bob, and we had a wonderful, lovely life together.
How were you able to balance an interestingly beautiful love life at the university while at the same time attending to a very cumbersome course?
You remember I told you about my upbringing. Good parenthood keeps you on track, that you know why you came to school. I, in fact, worked so hard that I got an upper second.
Wow.
And my master's was fully funded by the university. My parent didn't pay a single coin.
And so when you leave the university after graduating, what happens? You and Bob quickly go get married before or after the course?
Bob went to train. He went to Russia. He was in the security agencies.
Wow.
Yep. He used to work for ISO. And
So he left you at the university and off
yeah,
you went.
no, after university, he was 1 year ahead of me. So he left and went to study. He went with others. We left the university and immediately cohabited. I left home and went with Bob.
Bob was a very sharp man. Because
Yes.
I'm looking at you, I don't think he stood a chance if he didn't take you immediately.
Thank you. So we cohabited. Unfortunately, we didn't have children, biological children, but we raised many other children, family members.
Oh, dear.
Even up to date, I have many children in my home whom I look after.
And many who have since gone out of your
And
home
yes,
and are adults and also
adults,
raising their children.
Yes, and so we stayed together in Nakabago. We actually got officially married in 2001. And by then I had already started. I started my career in Ministry of Finance in 2000.
Okay.
And since then, I'm there. This is 20 years.
years.
Yes, I'm in one place. So you can see I'm a stable person.
You're very stable. One boyfriend from university married him. God forbid he passed on. You're still okay. One job, 2020, still there.
Yes.
The Rotary Club, you are there for life.
I've been in Rotary since 2005, and I've never looked back.
Later on in the program, you'll be telling us how the Rotary bug beat you, at what point you discover that you can do service above self. But before that, let's play our next song.
Bed of Roses by Kenny Rogers, because as I told you before, I'm a woman who is romantic at heart, and I've read many love volumes, and I've watched movies, and when I love, I really love, and I loved Bob, and whoever I love, I will love very well.
This romance we read in books and watch in movies, you mean it can be translated to real life? You lived that kind of fairy tale romance roller coaster?
If you give chance to yourself to be a happy... It goes back to, what did you see when you were young? Who were your parents? Did they love each other? The people around you, did they love you? If they loved you, you grow up loving yourself and loving other people. And it's true, you can find love.
Someone would say, but your father had 4 other wives other than your mother. But you seem to have lived only seeing your father and your mother love each other.
Yes.
How many hours did your father have in a day that he was able to balance his other harem?
No, he made a decision. He would love one at a time. Leave them, love another one. Leave them, love. When it came to my mother, that was it. The rest, he took away the children and brought them to live with us.
So what do we call that in English? A serial monogamist? Or?
I don't know. He was
he's a monogamist.
He's a lovist. He loves.
It's 91.3 Capital FM. Some of these things are very incredible life stories. And yes, Bed of Roses by Kenny Rogers was chosen by District Governor Rossetti.
Desert Island Discs on 91.3 Capital FM.
You're that one special woman I thought I'd never find, with the strength to be gentle and the courage to be kind. Though it hasn't all been roses, still I know you understand. One of these nights when we're sharing a dream, I'm gonna take you by the hand and lay you down on a bed of roses in that peaceful shelter only love can provide. I'll lay you down on a bed of roses, and then I'll lay me down right by your side. There's no diamond on your finger, just a simple wedding band sings your knight in shining armor. He's just an ordinary man, though I promised you a kingdom, and we don't have all we planned. One of these nights when we're making believe, I'm gonna take you by the hand and lay you down on a bed of roses in that peaceful shelter only love can provide. I'll lay you down.
Lay you down.
On a bed of roses. And then I'll lay me down right by your side. And then I'll lay me down right by your side.
91.3 Capital FM, Desert Island Discs. And yes, we have this lady. She's incredible. Rossetti Nabbumba. She's the district governor for the Rotary District that encompasses Uganda
And Tanzania.
It has a code name that I can't figure out very well.
It is District 9211.
9211. Hey, they're just actually 4.
9211.
It appears as if there were very many, like a barcode.
No. They are given serial numbers. In Africa, we have 16 districts, and ours is one of them, codenamed, as you have said.
Rosette, you complete university, you start up a career, you also start up a marriage, and you lived happily ever after with your husband. But Rotary, had it ever occurred to you that there was Rotary? Had you ever felt the need to go into charity? Did you feel you were missing quite a lot without being in Rotary and hence joining it?
Well, I saw pictures of Rotary on TV, nice reflections of these men and women who are smart and putting on chains and passing on power and discussing matter. And I liked it. I saw it while Bob was still alive. But then Bob was a very possessive man at the time. He did not think that we should join that kind of thing. But I kept watching. And so sometimes as women, we have dreams, but they cannot be lived unless we have husbands who recognize that we are human beings and there are things we want to experience, which are not only for men. So when he passed away, and I'm not saying I was so glad, no, he passed away and I was sad in 2004. And I said, but what am I doing? Why am I so sad? Are there no things around me that I have always desired to do? And that's when the Rotary idea came in. So one of my friends, Mr. Edward Lutakome Sentam, is a coffee man. He works with Uganda Coffee Development Authority. He invited me and said, why don't you come and see what we do in Rotary Club of Mukono in Colin Hotel? So one day I went to see, because already I had this heart which was saying, wow, these smart, nice people who speak well. I want to know them. And so I went to see them. So I went to the club. I was introduced as a guest. I listened to what they were discussing. They were discussing some community projects in Buguju village. And I liked what they were discussing. And they looked to be a very happy lot. So I continued visiting them and I joined. So the spirit of service was very strong. I liked that. But the networking too, getting new friends, having people who are discussing important matters of the nation, that attracted me. And remember, I told you I was working in the Ministry of Finance, and my job then, I was a policy analyst for a poverty monitoring and analysis unit. So I was talking about poverty. I would analyze poverty for the government of Uganda to look for solutions. But that's all I would do, document them in books. Now with Rotary, now I had chance
to make an impact.
And
eradicate poverty.
Yes, and eradicate poverty using my hands. So I thought that was very powerful. And I joined Rotary in that way. Two things were very critical once I lost my husband. Church, Rotary. Many women lose husbands and it's like the world has ended. And they take years and years without picking themselves up. I'm thankful to God that that's not the road I took, because I met Rotary and Rotary became Rosette. I met church. I continued church, and these two institutions put me back on the road. And I found new things to think about, new ways of doing business. The Rotarians are gifted. They are professional people. They love. And therefore, I learned a lot of secrets of how you do business. And instead of sitting in the back and crying about what I have lost, I started doing new businesses. I started visiting friends. I started doing projects. And Rotary Club of Mukono was so good that gave me leadership opportunities.
Wow.
I started my leadership growth from that side.
Let's play our next song.
Mariam Dagiri. Sagala nkusiule Tia Tinumo kuchikugamba. In all that, my mom was so instrumental. Whatever you see in me is a good reflection of what my mother was.
Wow.
She was a busy bee.
Doing so many things at the same time.
And she was a very stable. For all her life, from around 25 up to 53 years when she died.
She died pretty young.
Yes, she worked in National Insurance Corporation and attained the highest level of a secretary for the manager. She was very stable. And she also liked to do different things. Apart from office work, she did salon work, and I would work alongside her.
Hey.
We also reared chicken to find more money. I learned a lot from her, and she would go to church with me everywhere. We always were in church. She was a church leader like I am. I loved her so much, but I did not have opportunity to give her back what she gave me.
Rosette, let's play this song. When we return, it's more about your program. Now that you are district governor, what should we expect from you? What is it that you're going to do that will now be regarded as the Rosette indelible mark on Rotary in Uganda? We'll be right back.
Desert Island Discs on 91.3 Capital FM.
Omukwano gunze yezabu ensero bwenjifunyemu mubagaza abangi bonna mama kwenambemu owamukolo si mutumbi onyabo nga nerowooza kyendikuwa newendetambula ntya mu nsero kikakasa teri bakusinga mama sagala nkusibule ntanyo okukulekawo tya kinuma okukikugamba wange bweraba sagala nkusibule ntanyo okukulekawo tya kinuma okukikugamba bweraba kukasusu akalungi n'erangi maama gwe wanjawulizako sandibadde kino kyendi maama gwe wanfaako njakufuba nkola ennyo ku ssente eziwera muwe nga buli kyoliyo ya maama buli kyolisaba nga ndeeta kukakasa tojjule nga n'akamu maama sagala nkusibule tyanyo okukulekawo tyanyo kinuma okukikugamba ti maama wange bweraba sagala nkusibule tyanyo okukulekawo tyanyo kinuma okukikugamba bweraba wankuza wanjola wandabirira temwasuula n'ojula n'olumwa teweebakanga bwe nalwalanga nebyennakusobya nga bingi nnyo nali munyomi nakutenguwanga emikono gyange nga gyonoonye wantereza tewakowanga mama sagala kusibule ntanyo okukulekawo tya kinuma okukikugamba kinuma nnyo nnyo maama wange bweraba sagala kusibule ntanyo okukulekawo tya kinuma okukikugamba bweraba
91.3 Capital FM, Desert Island this series, and yes, on the program we have a beautiful lady with an incredible story starting from not humble beginnings, forget humble beginnings. She was raised in opulence, but she was well grounded in mannerisms, and it explains perhaps why she is who she is today and achieving what she's achieving. Rossetti Nabbumba. She is the district governor for 9211. That encompasses the geographical space of Uganda and Tanzania. First woman to occupy that position in the history of this movement in Uganda. Talking about the movement, Rosette, earlier on I asked you, do you ever see yourself joining active politics?
No.
Or are you saying that because you are an active civil servant and the rules are clear?
No, because if it was to do with the civil service, it's possible to resign and go away and do the business. But I've never been attracted by the competitive nature of politics in our country, and I sometimes don't know how much voice a politician has over the matters they are looking after. So it's not an area I want to go to.
Wow, that's an interesting one. So I won't ask where we'll see you in the next couple of months, certainly not on the ballot paper. But you have a huge task on your shoulder as a district governor. What can we say is going to be that may form your legacy, or have you not thought about what it is that you want to bestow onto Rotary during your governorship?
Well, a governor doesn't work alone. It must inspire. And in the last 2 years, when I've been waiting for the chain from DG Xavier Sentamu, I have been building that legacy. We have made sure that Rotarians, Rotaractors, and all those in Rotary movement are well trained and well grounded in Rotary matter. So we have trained and trained and trained, and I have colleagues such as Rotarian Julie Kamuze, who has done a wonderful job in making sure that we train, and moreover in a COVID situation where we train people online. And in the past, whereas we would be training, in any training you would have 100 people, this time we could get 500, 400, 200. And so I'm happy that we understand Rotary, because the first point is you must understand what you are trying to change. Secondly, we would like to make sure that our membership grows and grows substantially, because there are some parts of this country that do not have Rotary.
Have no clubs of
have no clubs, and we're not reaching there.
And then there are people like me who should be in clubs and are not.
Yes, and I am thankful that what I'm talking about, my predecessor, now immediate district governor Xavier, has done a good job of creating 18 clubs before leaving. New clubs to add on to what you have. So I have 178 clubs to look after. I want to extend that and make sure we go out there in the wilderness and expand Rotary. And I have a good gentleman in the names of Rotarian Ronald Kawadwa to head that movement of membership growth. We are going to launch soon the fitness and nutrition campaign.
Wow.
And this will be a unique program. We are asking Ugandans, Tanzanians, Africans, wherever you are, to care about our health and our wellness. Because it's only a healthy nation that will actually do good things.
True.
Yes. And therefore, this program, which is fitness and nutrition, will be launched on 4th July 2020. And we are going to make sure that people eat healthy. This habit of washing hands, which came with COVID-19, we would like all of us to continue with it, to observe hygiene, because more than 60% of our diseases come from not washing our hands.
True.
We are concerned as Rotarians about the non-communicable diseases, the pressure, the heart
The
disease.
lifestyle diseases,
Yes,
as we call them.
we would like to make sure that we work on that, because Rotarians and other people must be healthy if we are to continue to serve. But we want to use these programs to publicize Rotary, and that's why as soon as I arrived here, I'm asking, when are you becoming a Rotarian?
Beautiful question.
Yes.
Rosette, I thought the rules were clear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that asks questions here.
No, you look like a Rotarian.
An invitation from a district governor, the first woman.
Yes.
Who am I to say no?
I'm clapping because you are going to join.
But now, Rotary Club of Mukono, is that where I should join?
No. We are saying, where do you stay?
I live here in Mbuya. I work here in Cement.
Yes.
Mhm.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Once you join Rotary, any club of your choice, wherever you want to go, that's where we'll take you.
So for me, I will just walk into any Rotary Club one of these days, and
Yes.
by the end of this month, I think I will let you know.
Yes.
But I will inform the people there that I am here
Yes.
on special invitation from the district governor. I hope I'll get preferential treatment.
Yes. Yes. Call me when you are being inducted. Whichever
will do that.
club it will be.
I hope I am good enough. Don't you have a criteria of people below which you cannot become a
No.
Rotarian?
I know. You good things can be seen when you look at them.
Am I one of those?
Yes.
Oh.
And the way you speak, the way you conduct your business, this kind of business is what we want in Rotary. We want you to come and bring your skill, your talent to Rotary.
And my money.
Yes, and your money. You have enough of it. Please do.
District Governor, today you have really snared me. But that said, and having looked at exactly what your roadmap is, one can say you have your work clearly cut out,
Yes.
and certainly every support that you can get
Yes.
in achieving that.
Yes. I would be
Is
most
very-
grateful.
And it's not that you're just a district governor, but you're also holding Uganda's flag. Remember, this is a district that has both Uganda and Tanzania. And being the first woman in there, all eyes are on you, and the support that you desire ought to be given by all, even
Yes.
those outside Rotary,
And may I tell
for the
you
good of country.
that I have a special honor of ensuring that this district is going to produce 2 new districts. We are going to, this is the last year of District 9211. It has grown beyond 5,000. It will be more than 5,000 Rotarians.
Aha.
Yes.
So then they will split us
So
and-
we are going to split into 2 ways. And one district is, you said you have issues with these codes. One is District 9213, and that will be Uganda alone. And we already have the district governors elected to run that district.
Oh yeah, you guys always know your leaders.
Yes,
ahead
the
of
district.
time.
Yes, the district governor elect is John Magezi.
Congratulations to him.
We even have the one who will come after.
You guys are too well organized.
Oh, very, 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 very well organized. Then the second district will be District 9214. And that is Uganda and Tanzania, a little bit of Tanzania, the whole of Tanzania and a little bit of Uganda. And the district governor-elect is Young. And the one following is Mike Sebalu.
Wow.
Rather, Mike Sebalu will follow for District 9213. And Pista Lemwa will follow Young. So it is all cut out. Now that has given me a special role. And in Rotary, whoever produces the 2 districts is called Nalongo. Yes, so feel free for my acquired name. Yes, for producing.
You get onto this and then immediately become Nalongo.
Yes,
Nalongo
for producing.
Nabbumba.
Yes.
District governor. Nalongo, what would make it to your favorite dish if I were to invite you for a meal?
The favorite dish? I'm promoting fitness and nutrition. But my one thing I eat a lot is chicken. Those who know me, chicken in all its forms can
Minus
become
feathers and the head and the toes.
no head, no legs, no nails. Chicken is my favorite dish. Put there a toke, matoke, and I will be fine.
Now I
And put there
understood.
greens and fresh greens. I'm fine.
Now I understand why you follow the Fono Pondo to Mukondo.
Why?
He has a bit of chicken to himself. So,
Oh.
and how do you wash down that beautiful meal of chicken? A glass of wine, you told me earlier on.
First, juice without sugar,
Fitness freak, you are getting.
and then that wine which I told you about, red wine, good red wine.
You're generally a very happy person.
Yes.
I mean, I can't imagine you sad or even angry. But what is it that gets you angry or sad, if at all?
Oh, what makes me angry or sad? What makes me angry? No. Let me say what makes me sad. I don't remember being so angry, except when people don't do their assignments. Maybe. But what makes me sad is when my fellow women have opportunities given to them and they're able to take advantage of them and they just decline for some reason or another.
Maybe husband said no. Remember?
Sometimes it may not be the husband. I said it makes me sad because
Yes.
if you don't try, you'll never get somewhere. First try and see, can I do this or can't I do it? Even when the opportunity is as simple as, let's go to this meeting.
Try and fail. Don't fail to
Don't-
try.
Yes. So that makes me sad.
What gives you a hearty laugh? That should be easy to find. What gives you a good hearty laugh? Makes you happy.
Makes me happy. It appears that everything makes me happy. I don't know how to, but when I see anything that makes other people happy, I'm happy. I really don't know what really makes me happy, but because I'm always happy. And the one thing that makes me happy, maybe extremely happy, is knowing that I work in a place where you would imagine that people, a Ministry of Finance is like a strong institution that doesn't care, but it cares.
Wow.
We laugh a lot. I have a good boss, Mrs. Margaret Kakande. I respect her. I have workmates like Alan Jita. They really make sure that we are all happy.
Wow.
So I'm always laughing, and I love my job. I wake up wanting to go, and I hope even those people, even Rotarians who are employers, give an easy time.
Not create a toxic working environment for their
to their
employees
workers,
and
and
colleagues.
if you do that, I actually deliver 150%.
Baulide,
Yes,
even the boss of Capital Radio is listening.
yes.
He knows what to do for us. Rosette, this is a beautiful country. And when you look around, sometimes people are lost for choice. But I'm giving you an opportunity to answer this. One last question for us. If you had to be marooned away for a weekend or something, where in this country would it be and why?
Kalangala.
You love the sound of water waves hitting the shores.
It's a beautiful place. It is beautiful. The waters are calming. You are cut off from the stress of the daily stress. And we even have a Rotary club there.
Yes.
So even if you put me there,
You just go
I'll
and
just
continue
go
your
and
business.
continue my business.
Fellowship, swallowship,
Yes,
and everything.
and there are oil palms. I'm an agriculturist. So when you take me there, I'm happy to see the import substitution that's going on in this country. So there are so many things. I would be happy. I have nothing to lose even if you put me there for a month.
Wow. Kalangala, here we come with the district governor, Rosette, Nabbumba, who has incredibly shared her life story with us. Oh, what a story that you have.
Thank you.
Like every good thing, Rosette, I'm afraid time is not an ally on our side, and so we've got to say kwaheri to our listeners. But as is the tradition here, you'll say bye-bye to them with a song. What song will that be?
I would like to. Everything I do is because God has allowed. I'm so grateful to my church, Mukono Cathedral, and all the leaders, my bishop, Bishop Sebagala, the Archbishop, the Most Reverend Stephen Kazimba, the Diocesan Secretary Sebude, and my Provost, and all my friends in the church. Because they've made me, I know God has made me what I am. Everything before I was born was known. God knew me by name. And therefore, I would like to dedicate this song to all my friends in Rotary, church, at work. The song Only You, Jesus, by Ada Ehi.
Rosette, Nabbumba, it's been a pleasure having you on the program. That beautiful song sends you away, but in good style for the program. What a way to end a wonderful Sunday evening. We thank you. Come again after you hand over the reins so that we can evaluate what your years have been as district governor.
Thank you very much, and I hope to see you as a Rotarian, Simon.
That will happen for sure. For you, our listeners who grace this program every single day, every single Sunday of the week, we can take you for granted. We thank you from wherever it is that you listen from. Let's stay tuned to Capital FM. We will be back same time, same place next Sunday with yet another incredible life story.